Why should I learn English? Is not a question people ask themselves a lot these days, is it? Today, English is the most widely used language for newspaper, book and scientific publishing, international telecommunications, international trade, mass entertainment, diplomacy, and of course, the internet. There are now more than 8,000 courses taught completely in English by leading universities in non-English speaking countries. So, for people like me, non-native English speakers, it would seem that if we want to keep up with the world, learning at least one foreign language, namely English, is a must. We learn it to find a good job, to be more successful, or even to immigrate. After my studies, I worked as an English teacher. And whenever I taught an introductory class, I would ask my students, why do you want to learn a foreign language? The answers I would usually get were more or less similar, but before I share them, I would like to ask you to go back for a moment. Think of the time you first started learning a foreign language. Do you remember why? The answers my students would give were, my parents make me, I want to understand social media content, I want to travel, I want to get a good job. And a lot of people also acknowledge that learning a language is good for you, in general. And it is. It can bring many benefits, including those that can improve the quality of your life and, indeed, your health. It opens your mind for greater opportunities and prepares you for possible challenges. And that is not only true for those who started learning a language early in life. That's right, you can pick up a new language today and start enjoying all the amazing benefits it brings. It can even influence your life indirectly, opening new paths for you. So I decided I would start learning a new language. I armed myself with YouTube videos and learning apps, and soon enough I learned some stuff about some Finnish delicacies, some Finnish towns, one famous Finnish poet. Having this tiny connection to the culture made me want to dig deeper. Usually when you learn something new, the brain-boosting benefits decrease as soon as you get your eureka moment. For example, you want to learn to ride a bicycle. You start trying, you go, and it feels great. But as soon as you get a hang on it, it's not the same satisfaction-wise, it's just going. But that doesn't happen when you learn a foreign language. Instead, your brain needs to keep working, constantly plan, concentrate, and make decisions. Every day is a school day, it never ends, which to me can be both amazing and frustrating. I have been learning English for ages. I have been teaching it as a second language for several years, and I still make mistakes, and there are still words that I don't know. Not so long ago, I was watching some British TV, and I saw the word satsuma in a joke. Of course, I didn't get the joke. I'd never heard nor seen this word before. At that moment, I felt almost angry at all the English people who decided to adopt this word into the language just to make my life more difficult. But I did make a mental note. Apparently it's a kind of a fruit, like mandarin or tangerine. I can never tell the difference between those, because in my native language we have one word to describe all three. Later, I was abroad in a supermarket and I saw this sign, Satsuma. I pointed to it and I said out loud, there were people around me, "You little piece of fruit. I know you." And it felt really good. Our brains like to be proud, we like achievement, we like to be the best. And this is the best kind of achievement because it's not competitive. The only person you're trying to outbest is you. And each new word, phrase, and sentence brings you victory. It doesn't have to be a big victory, it can be as small as understanding a joke in a foreign language. It's never too early to learn, and it's never too late.